Sennen no Miyako, the thousand-year capital, and the only city we return to every year. Why? A silver pavilion that was never silver, floors that chirp like nightingales, a Zen temple with a Roman aqueduct inside. That's Kyoto, 1,000 years of details.
Three, two, one. Welcome to Love Machine.
Why do we keep coming back to Kyoto? Mom wants to enjoy the details. I want to capture everything. The 1,000-year capital lets us do both.